You may recall, if you've watched my video where I rated my sewing machines, that one of the reasons I rated my Husqvarna Viking lower is because it doesn't always feed so well. So here's an example of what I mean. I'm trying to edge stitch on here and it just won't feed. But I have figured out a way to solve this problem, and I thought I'd show you. So here's a little demonstration of me trying to do an edge stitch. Now this is with forward and reverse motion to thicken up the thread, so to give it heavy top stitching. And it's working at the moment, but it skids all over the place. It's really difficult to get. However, if you use a stiletto, so now we're there, it stopped feeding. So now we're going to get to the corner, and it's going to be, so I need to adjust this slightly and then spin it around. And what you'll find is, because we're right at the edge here, it's the likelihood of it actually feeding successfully is pretty slim here. Okay, let's see what happens. So it fed. Okay, we're okay this time. It's going. However, when it doesn't, and sometimes just to help it along, if you put a stiletto under here, it gives extra pressure on the fabric. Sorry, the video camera ran out of battery without warning me. Normally it gives me a warning, but in this case it didn't. So ultimately what I was saying was that if you use the stiletto, it will help it feed better. Now, the reality is I have occasionally had this problem with the Singer type feed dogs, very rarely, but just the design of it, even with thicker fabric such as denim. And here in this example I was only sewing layers of seersucker, so it's not very thick cotton at all, but it would just stop feeding. Now, I don't believe that my feed dogs are dull, because I had the same problem with some others, but it just seems to be a bigger problem with that style of feed dogs. I did a video on different style feed dogs, but the more vicious feed dogs, I don't have that problem with. So like the Singer feed dogs, you just don't have that problem with them very often at all. So the reality is, I found that using the stiletto will help keep it going if it starts being awkward.